Good morning, everybody. This is Nelson, and welcome to my channel, The Nell B Life. Well, we've had plenty of rain recently in the Charlotte area, and that's a good thing. But today, it's a window of dry weather, and I'm here with some friends, and we're going to take a short ride up to Morganton for a great restaurant called Abele's. They have both a buffet bar and order from the menu. So we're going to take the scenic route out of Charlotte and take advantage of this window of opportunity that we have. So as before, once again, I have some of my favorite riders with me. Today I have Kevin and Elliot and Mike with me. And we're going to take off here in a minute and head up the countryside roads up to Morganton. So I hope you'll stay tuned and come along with the ride with us. All right.
Yeah.
Let's say a good word real quick. Stay on. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the grace and mercy. We ask that your love will fill over today. Help us to be able to multiply complete
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
So after we had come together and prayed for traveling mercies, we're now on the bikes and starting our ride. We're getting an early start because this is a popular restaurant location that we'll be riding to. And of the times that I've gone, there have been lines out the door. So we're getting an early start. There's a low cloud deck. It's producing some mist on our windscreens. But other than that, it's a beautiful day. We see indications in the distance where there's some blue skies, so that's encouraging, and we're looking forward to getting our ride. Leaving Mecklenburg County, what separates Mecklenburg County from Gaston County is the Catawba River. And we're about to cross the Catawba River now, leaving Mecklenburg County and entering into Gaston County. The first town in Gaston County that we'll ride through is Mount Holly. So the industry in this area in the mid-1800s into late 1800s was agriculture and then yarn and dye mills. Mount Holly was named after the city in New Jersey, Mount Holly, New Jersey, where the yarn and dye would be spun into thread and sent up north to make garments, and thus that relationship caused the city to be named Mount Holly after New Jersey, where the garment factory was. So the town, after we've ridden through Mount Holly, the next town up is Stanley. And we've ridden through Stanley, and we're approaching the boundaries of Lincolnton. And now we're in the town of Lincolnton. Lincolnton always strikes me as a interesting place. Their courthouse is situated right in the middle of town, and the roadway goes directly to one side of the courthouse, goes around the circle, and continues on the other side. So I always get the feeling that it's in a movie. It's a movie set where the courthouse is situated. In fact, down in Florida at Universal Studios, as you walk through that theme park on the movie side, there's some artificial building facades that are set up where rides are on the other side of it. But they have a building, I think it's situated to reflect either New York or Chicago. But it always reminds me of how this building is situated, the way it looks. After riding through Lincolnton, we continue in the county and we come upon the area of South Mtn, and we turn onto Highway 18, and this will take us on into Morganton. One of my favorite stops to make along this route is a BP gas station that we're coming upon on the left. But since we're just getting started, we won't stop there, but perhaps we'll stop there on the way back. We continue to slowly gain in elevation, and the fog ahead of us is still kind of low to the road. But again, there's no rain, and we're seeing some indication of clearing in the distance. So we are keeping a positive outlook and really enjoying the ride. It gives us a break from the heat that we've been suffering from over the last couple of weeks. There are droplets of water forming on my windshield, and I now see that some has formed on the camera lens. However, at least it's not rain, so we're dealing with that. Riding these sweeping curves and slight elevation changes is very relaxing and refreshing from city traffic, so I love riding this route, taking our time and just enjoying the day. Morganton is only about 40 miles from Charlotte, so it doesn't take very long before we are now entering into the town of Morganton, and the restaurant is just ahead of us. I'm really looking forward to it. As we cross underneath I-40, if we were to be heading west on I-40, we're only 57 miles from Asheville. However, on this ride, we're not going in that direction. In fact, the restaurant is just to our right that we're about to pull into.
Well, we made it to Morganton, to our breakfast spot, which is Abele's. They've got good food here. It was great that we saw the fog lifting and the weather improving by the minute. And also it's great that there's no line. The last few times I've been here, they've been lined out the door, both for lunch and breakfast. So we're hitting it just right. That's a good thing too. So again, we got Mike, Big Dog, Miss Kawasaki. We got Elliot on the Can-Am. There's me and Serena. And we got Kevin on the Road Glide as well. So it's a good deal. So let's go in and see what's inside. Wait for us.
It's almost good as always. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to meet this Elliot guy. Everybody talking.
That table right there. She'll come back for your drink order. Oh, okay.
Take it at night here, buddy.
You know, I gotta take care of you. You see what's down there on the end, Mr. Potato Man. I said, okay, I got something for him. I got something for him.
No, I just mess around. Even though I don't eat grits, but all that stuff on that menu, it's plenty.
No, this is a good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Bacon.
was wondering why there was just 2 menus there. Okay, now I get it. I forgot about the buffet.
Oh yeah.
Good call again, Nelson. Good call.
Yeah, I just
Thank
told him,
you.
he said the same thing to him.
I hang around with you, man. I'm gonna gain some weight.
Much as I need to lose some,
Well, you know, there's always room for me. 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm out walking the dogs. 3.5 miles.
Great Danes too.
7:30, I'm on the tennis court. 3 hours.
One good thing about these pants, they have zippers.
Yep. Keep everything
helps out.
secure where there needs to be. All right, well, another good breakfast. And now we're gonna take the country roads back to town. So just a block away, we cut over this little shortcut that I know, and it brings us over to Old Highway 18. And we're going to take this back to Lincolnton, South Mtn area. This is a really fun road. It's a rural road, but it has some nice elevation changes and some nice twisties in it. So we're going to take this route back and have a little fun. So the posted speed limit in this area is 35 miles an hour, and there's some areas, some straightaways that might have 45, but the majority there again is 35. And then curves can range from posted speed limit of 30 to 15 miles an hour, depending upon the severity of the curve. Because the traffic is light, we're going to have a little fun, and I will admit that we exceed the speed limit just a little bit. But to save a little bit of time and to include as much of the footage of this roadway, I'm speeding the video up just a little bit so that we can take in and get a good feel of the curves that are lying ahead of us. I love for the most part that we have the road for ourselves. So for myself and Mike, we've ridden this road before. I know that Elliot on the Can-Am, this is his first time on this route. And Kevin, whom has come to Morganton many times, I'm not sure if he's been on his motorcycle on this road before. But we're having fun. We're still taking our time. I'm keeping the group in sight behind me. But as I look ahead, there's no one ahead of me, so I'm going to increase the speed just a little bit to have a little bit of fun with that. And we're just going to make our way back to Lincolnton. As I look back in my mirror, I see that Kevin is right behind me. So the two of us have separated just a little bit from the group.
from Elliot on the Can-Am. However, again, we're keeping our eye on things as we travel down this road. It's a really fun road. I find it relaxing, actually. And so we're going to take advantage of this time. So we were just gliding through the curves and around the bends, and then I came upon an SUV in front of us, and we're slowing our pace down a little bit in order to keep a safe distance from him. Hopefully he'll be turning off soon so that we can get back to the rate of pace that we once had before coming up upon him. Looks like he's the only vehicle ahead of us, so we'll see how long he'll stay there. So after following this vehicle ahead of me for a couple of miles, I see that he's not turning off. So I look for a window of opportunity, and I am just going to cruise right by him and continue my pace. And it was this straightaway that I saw the rest of the pack pass the vehicle as well. So now we're back together as we continue our journey along Old Highway 18. A really fun road. Sports bike riders take this route as they're heading up to 181 and beyond the Blue Ridge Parkway. So just a few hundred yards above where we'll pull over to stop that BP gas station, we merged back with Highway 18 bypass, and so we're going to pull over here just for a quick leg stretch and for me to talk to the guys and see how they like that route. So we just came down South Mtn, Old 18. This is one of my favorite stops when I'm headed back this way. So we pulled in a lot of sports bike riders. We'll use this as a rest stop as well. Got some guys running through, looking good. The sun is trying to come out. Feels very good, so I'm glad we were able to take advantage of this opportunity to ride this morning. So far, so good. fresh peaches. We're right along Highway 18, South Mtn. Headed up the mountain. So we left Charlotte about 8:45 in the morning. We rode up to Morganton, had our breakfast, were able to fellowship for a while, then ride Old 18 back down to South Mtn, which is just outside of Lincolnton. And after a brief rest stop and talk, we're now on the road. We told the guys that we're trying to be back into town no later than 2 p.m. And we are ahead of schedule actually, but it is exciting to see some blue skies ahead of us, although there are some dark clouds forming as well. So I'm keeping my eye on that. But so far so good, and the sun is coming out and it's just a beautiful morning. So we really enjoyed the time of this ride. South Mtn has a beautiful state park with a lot of hiking trail and recreational activities there. And it also has a beautiful waterfall there, which is very easy to get to. So if you're ever in the area and if you're looking for something to do outside, consider taking a hike through over at South Mtn and hike up to the waterfalls. It's very impressive. So we're making a left off of Highway 18 and on to Highway 27. However, had I turned to the right, that road would have taken us over to Highway 10 and an area called Kazar. And in that area, there's actually an Amish community there. And I've seen the horse and buggy being ridden along the roadside. So when you ride through there, always be cautious and aware of potential slow-moving traffic. However, in the direction that we're going, the supposed speed limit in this area is 55 miles an hour, and then it goes to 45 and then to 35 as you enter into Lincolnton. Kevin is going to pull off, separate from us, and take 321 back into Gastonia, where he lives. And we're going to continue on Highway 27 through Lincolnton and make our way back into Charlotte. And as I look ahead of us, these dark clouds are really starting to organize, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed and saying a prayer that we can stay dry until we all get home before any rain starts.
Well, that turned out to be a great ride. The weather cooperated. We had a fun ride up to Morganton. We had a great breakfast at Abele's. So if you're ever in that area, I suggest you check out Abele's for yourself. I thought the food was good. All of the guys thought the food was good as well. We had a great ride. We took Old 18 back into Lincolnton area, South Mtn, and then we made our way back in. So it was a relatively short ride for us today because we had concerns about the weather, whether or not it would hold off, and it did. The weather was perfect. Nice little overcast. It wasn't hot. So it was very refreshing out on the bike today, and now I've made it back home and it still hasn't rained, so that wound up being a great day. So thanks for watching. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, if you like the channel, please consider to subscribe, like, comment, and above all, hope one day we can get together and ride some. But until then, this is Nelson with the Nel Be Life, and thanks for watching. See you on the next ride.